Okay, so we're back with another deep dive. And today we're going to be looking at something I think a lot of people can relate to,
Hmm.
which is those like motivational audios or videos that you come across online. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The kind that promise to unlock your inner potential.
Exactly. Like they're
Right.
going to give you the secrets to success and happiness and all that.
Right. And sometimes they work. And sometimes
Yeah, sometimes they're just a little much, right?
totally,
Yeah.
you get that feeling of oh, okay, this is getting a bit too cheesy for me.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's all just hype and buzzwords.
Hmm.
So the piece we're going to be looking at today is called Choosing to Cherish Champions. And I have to admit, when I first heard it, I was kind of in that camp.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, here we go. But then I started listening more closely.
Mhm.
And I started to notice all the interesting ways that it uses language to like really try to get its point across.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I thought it would be fun to kind of break it down together and see if there's actually more to it than meets the ear.
I like it. So we're going on a deep dive into motivation.
Exactly. A deep dive into motivation and maybe a little bit of the psychology behind it too.
I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, so this piece, Choosing to Cherish Champions, it's got a lot of those like classic motivational phrases,
Okay.
like valor is the vessel and you are the director of your destiny.
Yeah, so pretty bold claims right off the bat.
Right. But like I said, what really caught my attention was the way it uses language. Like there's this one line that goes, Vision's voyage into vitality.
Okay. Yeah, that's a mouthful.
It is, but it's also kind of catchy, right?
Yeah, I can see that. It's got that alliteration thing going on.
Exactly. And I was thinking like, what is it about that specific sound, the V sound,
Hmm.
that makes it feel so like energetic and powerful?
That's a really good question. There's actually a whole field of research called sound symbolism.
No way.
Yeah. And it basically looks at how certain sounds can evoke certain feelings or associations.
Ah,
So like the V sound, for example, it's often associated with ideas of speed and victory.
oh, wow. Because of the way it sounds,
Yeah.
like the forward momentum.
Exactly. Like it's a sharp sound that kind of pushes forward. And so when you hear it in a phrase like Vision's voyage into vitality, it's almost like it's giving you a little subconscious nudge towards action.
That's fascinating. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it makes you realize how much thought goes into crafting these kinds of messages.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not just the sounds either. Like this piece also uses a lot of direct address. Like it's talking directly to the listener.
Right. Like it's saying you a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you who dare to dream, or you dear friend.
I see what you mean. And I think that's another way that it tries to create that feeling of personal connection and empowerment.
Right, because when someone is talking directly to you,
Yeah.
it makes you feel seen and heard.
Yeah. And I think psychologically we all crave that sense of validation and belonging.
For sure. Like we
Yeah.
want to feel like we're part of something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so by using you, the speaker is kind of drawing the listener in and making them feel like they're part of this group of champions.
That's interesting. But isn't there a danger in relying too much on external validation for motivation?
Oh, absolutely. Like what happens when that external source of motivation goes away?
Yeah, exactly. Like, are you
Again.
still motivated then?
That's a great point. And it kind of brings up the whole concept of locus of control.
Locus of control.
Yeah, have you ever heard of that?
I don't think so.
So it's basically about where we believe the power to control our lives resides.
Okay.
So people with an external locus of control, they tend to believe that their lives are controlled by outside forces like fate or luck or other people.
Okay. I think I get it. So it's
Mhm.
like if something good happens, they might say, oh, I was just lucky.
Exactly. Or if something bad happens, they might say, oh, well, it was just meant to be.
Right. But then people with an internal locus of control, they believe that they have the power to shape their own lives.
Exactly. They believe that their actions and choices determine their outcomes.
Okay. That makes sense.
And so, in terms of motivation, people with an internal locus of control are usually more self-motivated. They don't need as much external validation or encouragement.
So they're kind of driving their own bus.
Exactly. And the thing is, anyone can develop a stronger internal locus of control. It just takes practice.
So like a muscle you can build.
Exactly. And I think that's something to keep in mind when we're listening to these kinds of motivational messages. They can be a great initial spark,
Or like a jump start.
but ultimately we want to be able to motivate ourselves from within.
That makes a lot of sense. So how does this all tie back to choosing to cherish champions?
Well, I think this piece definitely leans heavily on external motivation. Like it's trying to pump you up and get you excited.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I also think there are some elements in there that can help to cultivate a stronger internal locus of control. Like, for example, there's that line about being more than a fleeting frame in the film of time.
Oh, yeah, I love that line.
Me too.
Right.
It's so powerful, and I think it really speaks to the idea that we each have a unique and lasting impact on the world.
Right. Like, we're not just here for a brief moment. We're actually part of something much bigger.
Exactly. And I think that realization can be incredibly empowering. Like, it can give us a sense of purpose and meaning.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like, it's saying that our lives actually matter.
Mm-hmm. And that our actions have consequences.
And that we have the power to make a difference.
Exactly. And that ties into the whole concept of self-efficacy, which is basically the belief in our ability to succeed.
Self-efficacy, I like that word.
It's a good one. And it's so important for motivation.
Right, yeah.
Because if we don't believe in ourselves, we're not going to be very motivated to do anything.
Right. It's like, why bother if you don't think you can actually achieve anything?
Exactly. So I think by positioning the listener as more than just a frame, this piece is trying to encourage that sense of self-efficacy.
It's like it's saying, hey, you're capable of great things.
Mm-hmm. And I think that message can be really powerful, especially if you're feeling lost or unmotivated.
Yeah, I can see that. So it's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about connecting to a deeper sense of purpose and impact.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes this piece so interesting. Like, it's not just surface level motivation. It's actually trying to get at something much deeper.
It's actually pretty sophisticated when you break it down like this.
It is, and it highlights how language can be such a powerful tool for shaping beliefs and behaviors.
For sure. We might dismiss these kinds of things as being just words.
But those words can have a real impact on how we see ourselves and the world around us.
Absolutely. So I think it's worth paying attention to the language that we're consuming.
Agreed. Both the language that we're taking in and the language that we're putting out into the world.
That's a great point. So I'm curious, after this deep dive, if you had to create your own motivational message, what would be your go-to phrase?
Oh, wow. Putting me on the spot, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess so.
That's a good question. What words would I use to empower myself or someone else?
Yeah. It's something to think about. I don't know if I have an answer right now either.
It's a tough one. But it's a good one to ponder, that's for sure.
Definitely. It's a great question to kind of leave our listeners with.
Absolutely. What words would you choose to empower yourself and others?
I like it. It's something we can all reflect on as we go about our day.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think that's a wrap for this deep dive.
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for joining me.
Of course. Always a pleasure.
And thanks to everyone for listening. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.